Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's edition of the Trump Revolution Report. News of the Trump Revolution, featuring Ivo Fisic, your friendly underground reporter. Today's date is January 29th, 2017, day 10 of the Trump Revolution. On this Sunday edition, Taliban tried to intimidate Trump, the Muslim Brotherhood question, and Border Patrol ICE agents happy. And now, our top story. Border Patrol ICE agents thank Trump. Trump is a big hit with Border Patrol and ICE. The Border Patrol and ICE agents unions weren't shy about expressing their gratitude of the changes President Donald Trump has made recently in immigration law. The agencies have long suffered morale issues under President Obama, who hamstrung the agencies. Here is their statement in their own words. This is released, called Joint Press Release between Border Patrol and ICE councils. As representatives of the nation's frontline immigration officers and agents responsible for enforcing our laws and protecting our borders, we fully support and appreciate President Donald Trump's swift and decisive action to keep the American people safe and allow law enforcement to do its job. We applaud the 3 executive orders he has issued to date and are confident they will make America safer and more prosperous. Morale amongst our agents and officers has increased exponentially since the signing of the orders. The men and women of ICE and Border Patrol will work tirelessly to keep criminals, terrorists, and public safety threats out of this country, which remains the #1 target in the world. And President Trump's actions now empower us to fulfill this life-saving mission, and it will indeed save thousands of lives and billions of dollars. While federal employees may need their safe spaces, their Kleenex, and possibly new jobs, EPA, looking at you guys, the folks in ICE and the Border Patrol have every reason to cheer our President, Donald J. Trump. Taliban tell Trump to leave Afghanistan, or else. Taliban claim victory in Afghanistan and warn Trump he best leave. The Taliban took it upon themselves to leave a nice letter to our new president, Donald Trump. In the letter, released by Zabihullah Mujahid, a Taliban spokesperson, they said, quote, "Independence from foreign domination is the only asset an impoverished nation like Afghanistan truly has." Kama Press stated they got this message from the Taliban as well. Quote, "Taliban urged the newly elected president to withdraw its forces from Afghanistan as it claimed victory in the ongoing war in Afghanistan, claiming that they should not further harm its prestige, economy, forces, and generals in the country," unquote. The Taliban stated in the letter that the U.S. was doomed to fail in Afghanistan, and the best they could hope for would be a negotiated peace that resolved the differences between the Taliban and the current Afghan government. Taliban officials also claimed that Russia was on their side, offering, quote, "moral and political support," unquote. While some officials in the Afghan government claim Russians are also offering intelligence, weapons, and funding support as well. President Trump is alleged to have told Afghan President Ashraf Ghani back in December that he, quote, "would certainly continue to support Afghanistan security forces and will consider a proposal for more troops after an assessment," unquote. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. The Taliban stated in December that, quote, "two conditions for peace talks are the removal of the group's leaders' names from the UN blacklist and the withdrawal of all foreign forces from Afghanistan," unquote. The Afghan government, however, rejected those conditions. And somehow one doubts that the Taliban will intimidate this president. Trump team debates labeling Muslim Brotherhood a terror organization. Donald Trump to consider designating the Muslim Brotherhood a terrorist organization. Reuters ran a report recently claiming there is a division in the Trump administration over whether to classify the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization. According to Reuters, a source within the Trump team told them that the National Security Advisor, Michael Flynn, is the person who is pushing for the designation to be made. Senator Ted Cruz and Representative Mario Diaz-Balart have both introduced bills that would classify the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization. Secretary of State nominee Rex Tillerson is also on record calling the Muslim Brotherhood an, quote, agent of radical Islam, unquote, during his confirmation hearings. Some within the Trump team claim that the Muslim Brotherhood has, quote, evolved peacefully in some countries, unquote. They argue that designating the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization could hinder relations with nations like Turkey. Right, Turkey. Like we care about Turkey. Folks, we don't. You shouldn't. The pro-terror designation camp counter that other nations like Egypt, the United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia might welcome the designation. There are some legal considerations to consider as well, given the general, sometimes unstructured nature of the Muslim Brotherhood, and some ties to the group being less direct, sometimes even unintentional. There are some groups that are tied to other groups that don't have the name Muslim Brotherhood on them that have no idea that those groups that they're tied to actually fit under the Muslim Brotherhood umbrella. President Trump so far has not indicated where he falls on this. However, the selection of Rex Tillerson as the Secretary of State may indicate which direction President Trump will go. He's certainly not been shy about wading into controversial territory. We're betting they'll end up being designated a terrorist organization, and we're perfectly fine with that outcome. By we, I mean the folks at Trump Revolution, like me. I'm Fisic, your underground reporter.
Hello, fellow Trump revolutionaries. My name is Bill Collier, if you don't know me. The Trump revolution is on. It is seriously on. And right now, it's as if Donald Trump is this giant plow, and he's busting through the snow, and it's drifting and moving, and we're just kind of behind him. But here's the thing, folks. If we sit back on our haunches and we do nothing, or we do very little, and, you know, send a couple bucks here and there, or vote, or all those things, they're good. But if we don't take ownership over this revolution, we're going to have a problem. We are going to be in a situation where the left can claw back all of our gains over time. Now let me explain this to you. If we do not counter the left on the ground and online and provide the social proof that Donald Trump has support, they will walk all over us. The media, of course, will love to portray it. Now, they'll ignore us anyway, but your neighbors won't be able to ignore it. If we provide the social proof, which is people out in the street, people commenting and posting online, people sending letters, emails, and people actually being part of this page, we're at 25,000 people. We get to 25 million people, for instance, and we have an active site, and we've got, you know, hundreds of thousands of people on an email list. I can assure you that is social proof. But it isn't the be-all and end-all of social proof. There's a lot more that we have to do. That's what we're going to be talking about when I come along. I'm going to be talking about how we can mobilize ourselves. Because you, the average Trump supporter, literally want to get up and do something concrete in support of the Trump revolution. We're going to help you do that. We're going to give you a platform and tools and resources. Myself and the people that are with me, some of whom are anonymous, and they're anonymous because they need to be, frankly. Some of them are in government, some of them have other things they do, which they can't come out in the open, but they fully support what we're doing. But between myself and the people that I'm with, we have expertise and knowledge in how to effectively get our message across and make things happen. If you go to wrigglebluemedia.com and you click on the About Bill Collier tab, you'll find all you need to know about me. I'm out there, I'm in the open, I don't really care. I've already been attacked by the left. They've already made websites about me. When I was defending Sarah Palin and when I was administering or governing Team Sarah. So I'm not really worried about them. They've already hit me with everything they have. I want to create a platform with your support that helps you to go out every day and be a voice for the Trump revolution. Provide social proof to the rest of the world around the media filter that he does indeed have a massive amount of support. And this goes for Republicans and Democrats and the media and organizations. They need to understand that they can do whatever they want to do. But we're not just going to sit around idly and let them do it. If they stick a fork in the road or a block or a hindrance in the road to the forward movement of the Trump revolution, they need to understand that you and I are going to do something about that. We're going to remove that obstacle. And we have a lot of really good, really great, effective tools to actually do that. We're going to deploy those tools with your help. And we're going to help you do what you actually want to do. Look, I know you're sitting and listening. And some of you, you see the protests, you see the fake outrage every day, you see the media lies, the fake news media, and you sit there and you're like, man, I could just throw a shoe at the TV or something. Well, you don't have to throw a shoe at the TV. What you need to do, though, is you need to go to TrumpRevolutionUSA.com. I mean, right now, if you're watching this, go to TrumpRevolutionUSA.com right now. Right on the bottom, click a thing, register. Get on there, register with the site. That's easy for us. It's simple. Once you're in there and we start putting stuff in the site and build forums and all the stuff we're going to do, you'll be in there already. You'll be in like Flynn. So you need to do that. Don't throw stuff at the TV. Go ahead and do that. And then we're going to help you. I'm going to actually hold training sessions just like this, me talking to you, and I'm going to show you exactly how, to put it mildly, you can stick your finger in their eye and you can make them squirm. I'm going to show you opportunities that exist where a little bit of effort will have a huge impact. I can show you how you can get your congressman's attention. If there's some rhino congressman who doesn't want to support our agenda, I can show you how to make them very nervous about supporting McCain and Graham and all the establishment people that want open borders amnesty. So, step one, go to TrumpRevolutionUSA.com. Repeat after me, TrumpRevolutionUSA.com. Go there. Scroll down, you'll see a big giant red box. You click on it, it takes you to this screen, and when you see the screen, you just see this. It says register to the site. Okay, that's it. That's all. It's nothing fancy. Just register. Just do what you would normally do to register a Facebook site. And when you do that, you're in. And then you'll get information and you'll get updates as we have updates to give you. And we'll begin to organize this revolution. And when I say organize, I mean with precision and intelligence and discipline. A lot of you out there hearing me right now have no idea, but a lot of you out there hearing me right now are going to rise to great heights by joining our revolution. You are going to have great opportunities to show your leadership skills, and the things you are passionate about are precisely the kind of things that we'll be doing, because you're going to be deciding those things, and you're going to be setting the agenda, not some mega donor, some billionaire who's throwing a couple $100,000 around. You, average, real people. But you have to go and register with the site first. That is what you have to do. TrumpRevolutionUSA.com. You'll see more things from me, and as some of our team members come in, you'll see things from them. And listen, if you want to get involved and you want to help, we're looking to form a roundtable leadership team. It's called a roundtable because everybody's going to get together around a round table, not literally because we're online, but a cyber roundtable, and we're going to plot and scheme and work to make sure that what Donald Trump is doing, we are supporting, and that when there's resistance to what he's doing, we will be there, not just to sit behind him while he clears the road, but to put our shoulders in and push forward ourselves. Do you want to do that? Do you want to advance the Trump agenda? Do you want to see his campaign promises fulfilled? He can't do them by himself. Lord knows, the media, the establishment, many forces, globalist forces are arrayed against him and us. We rose up and we got him in office. We have to keep rising up. TrumpRevolutionUSA.com. That's where you go and register. Stay tuned here and stay tuned on the website, because more is going to follow.
Thank you for joining us on this Trump Revolution Report, bringing you daily news of the Trump Revolution, featuring Ivo Fisic, your underground revolutionary reporter. Join us tomorrow for another edition of the Trump Revolution Report from TrumpRevolutionUSA.com. That's TrumpRevolutionUSA.com. Find out more about the Trump Revolution and be sure you join up with the revolution at TrumpRevolutionUSA.com.